Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Liquid Likelihood 2. I am Rawrquaza, and today I figured we would play as the Artificer, since I finished unlocking everything that she has. First of all, her skin turns her into... It looks really weird on the menu, but it's chrome. Black chrome. Chrome dome, instead of the white, and it looks really good. We're going to be using, instead of the flamethrower, the ion surge. I don't remember if I played Artificer already. I need, also, in the comments, by the way, if you want to, I need, like, what you want to see me play. I need suggestions, because, like, give me, you know, it helps me if I have a motivation to play someone. Because right now, I need to unlock, like, I have everything for Commando. We're missing the one mul-t thing. I don't want to talk about that. We have Huntress. We just unlocked everything. We unlocked Phase Blink, and we have the new Huntress thing that we can do. And I have a hot take about Phase Blink. I think it's okay. We have to do Engineer, defeat the teleporter boss. That's just get a good run, basically, like a really good run. We have everything for you. We have everything for you. Except for obliteration, I guess. So we can obliterate it on Monsoon. Like, obliterating on Monsoon, those are things that I can do, but do you want me to see me do these things? Do you want me to see me do a loader run? That kind of thing, you know? Okay, so today we're gonna play Ion Surge, Nano Spear, Artificer. And if you haven't seen Plasma Bolt is bad. For a number of reasons that I feel like we had a YouTube comment chain that discussed why Artificer's first skill is bad. But anyway, I'll probably talk about it anyway. We're gonna play on Monsoon. We're just playing, you know, probably for obliteration. But mainly the thing here is that, first of all, look at our beautiful chrome skin. It's very cool. I think that this is a sweet combo, but this ice spear is so cool. It's piercing. It does the same amount of damage as the nano bomb. Is that the name of that skill? But it doesn't have an AoE. It's piercing, which is pretty sweet. And with this skill, the freaking nano jump, electric jump. I don't know what is this called? Ion Surge. Look at that, I can see. Nano Spear, Ion Surge. Is the other one called Nano Sphere? Nano Spear and Nano Sphere? That's not okay if that's how that works. I do have to aim with it, which is the skill-based component of the game. We will absolutely take one of these, though. That's great. We probably don't need to charge it up for beetles. That's okay. All the way, at least. It freezes as well, and the freeze does not stack with Snap Freeze, which is the name of this, right? Snap Freeze, yeah. So, but it does freeze. It has the same health threshold for freezing, which is kind of cool. It's a decent early game thing. And you can still release it at low charge in order to get the freeze effect, which is neat. And I think it's a sweet combo with the. I think it's a decent. The projectile speed really lends itself well to sniping, which is really cool. I dig it. It also works really well with this equipment, is also very cool. I like the projectile speed. It's very neat. I'm just gonna extol the virtues. It might not be... It doesn't have the AoE, so it definitely has disadvantage. Like, I feel like both of the skills have their uses, and that's cool. It's a great, it's a great thing. I'm gonna hit this, and then we're gonna use our Q, and then we're gonna use our R and right-click. Summon beetles. Where are you at? Okay, this is... Look. Hey, beetle, get over here. I'm trying to do a maneuver. This is a proof of concept. Hey, get over here, beetle. You know what? Get over here. Oh, it charged much faster than I thought it would because the attack speed increase from... The attack speed increase from Warhorn was not ready for it to just actually charge instantly. So let's talk about the alternate left click. Oh, there we go. That's actually also very good. The alternate left click for Artificer. I don't know if I've discussed this, and if I have, I'm sorry for beating a dead horse. But it's worse in a lot of ways than Artificer's current mouse one. First of all, it has the old proc coefficient that Artificer used to have. It's like 0.2 proc coefficient. If you're not aware, that was what the fire left click used to be before it was buffed. And this one is just so that's step number one. That means that the proc items are not going to be nearly as effective on it, and that's bad. The other thing is that the... I feel like I want this. I'm just going to go with Prion for now. That would let me Warhorn more often. I don't know, dude. I don't know. But the Warhorn kind of screwed me a minute ago, so I'm gonna use this. It's fine. Okay. So step one is it does the same damage, and also at the same time has the same proc coefficient, or has worse proc coefficient than the other one. The number two is that the AoE increase is not that big, and this fire ability already has an AoE. So you're trading proc coefficient for a small amount of AoE. It's not... The AoE is not huge. It is impactful. But it really is kind of just insult to injury that the proc coefficient is not the same at all. The damage also, you can't one-shot a wisp with it like you can flame the fire one, right? And that's really a huge issue, especially, I don't know if it's a bug, but there's like, it is known that there are many, many more wisps in this build. Excuse me, I can't aim. So you can't one-shot wisps, which means that you're not gonna, you know, you're doing less damage. You don't have the burn effect. It does the same damage as the base skill. Oh my lord. I'm not using my R very much. I should be using my R more. So, you know, the limitations for... It also doesn't have a very fast travel speed. Like, at least if the projectiles were sped up or something. All I'm saying is the left click needs a change. I don't think it's a very viable, like, alternative playstyle skill. I can't see much value in trying it. I'm gonna get off that particular horse. I do think that there's a lot of interesting applications for most of the skills, most of the alternate skills. I just, I think there are exceptions. And your mileage may vary. I think there's a lot of, I've been talking about this on stream too. There's a lot of, like, the idea of the new skills aren't good. They're not better than the other skills. So, you know, therefore, I'm not interested in them at all. But I really think the value of the new skills is... Some of them are not, maybe not immediately apparent. Like, Like this skill, right, the replacement for the flamethrower, like it diversifies the way that the character plays because, you know, yes, you're trading single target damage, but single target damage is not the be-all end-all of what makes this character great. And it doesn't necessarily have to be, even if this character was exclusively just single target, then you would it would change the way that the character plays to switch up the skills. And I think that this skill does a very decent job of, we're talking about the R, Ion Surge. It does a very good job of changing the mobility of the character, but also like the skill rotation is changed. You don't flamethrower whenever you can. You flamethrower, you know, tactically to burst groups of enemies, and I think that's cool. It also might be better for specific item builds. Like, I'm not saying that flamethrower is one of the strongest skills in the game, just from a DPS standpoint, because as soon as you start piercing enemies with it, the DPS compared to any other skill is so much higher. But the advantage of this is that it's all at once. Ion Surge is all at once, so you don't have to spend time standing there. And it's a large hit, so that's better for proc of certain items. Just due to the way that the game handles procs. Do we want... yes! I don't want to give up anything, really. But, I don't... I want it to take my... Not that. I really wanted the fireworks to be gone. Of course it took those last, but that's okay. And, you know what? 5 topaz brooches will definitely help us. Excuse me. If the thing that I was really sad about, I was hoping that the alternate M1 would at least be affected by attack speed. But it's really just the same charge system, which isn't like... That was just a interesting design decision. I don't know. I'd love to hear. Maybe Hoppo really thinks the AOE component is worth a lot. Otherwise, I don't understand what the design decision went that way for. But that's alright, you know. What is this? Tri-tip dagger, you know what? Sure. Thank you for not shoving the tri-tip dagger through the world and off the world. How's this run going? Pretty good. Topaz brooches. Very good. We did get our gasoline back, which is very nice. I think gasoline is like just low-key one of the best early game. Just it's a very solid. I don't know if one of the best is the right word, but it's just a very solid. Maybe I rate gasoline too highly. But I really do rate gasoline quite high in my personal tier list of things that I would like to see. I would rather see gasoline than a single teddy bear at the start of the game. I would rather see it than a tri-tip dagger. I would rather see it than a crit glasses. Just one. Crit glasses are better after the one, I think. Where the heck is the teleporter? I must have passed it already. I'm mad about it. It's over there. My only real problem with this skill, the Ion Surge, is that if I'm on the ground, it doesn't, you can be anywhere, but whenever you use it, there is a hang time. That was me without pressing any buttons or holding down any buttons. There's a slight hang time at the top of the jump, which is, just feels a little artificial or something, I don't know. And we can really just mostly snipe everything from up here. How did none of those ice things hit the boss? And then you come down here and you hit him with one of those. Oh, baby. So good. Oh, it's very good. I'm an ice queen. I'm Queen Frostine. Only 90s kids will remember that. And also the 90s kids' parents who had to play it with them. And also 80s kids, probably. Maybe 70s kids. Those are probably the parents. And you know what? Candyland is not even that uncommon of a game, so I bet you there's some millennials, some older millennials, maybe some, even the generation after that, Gen fucking whatever. So hold on, there's Gen X, Y, and Z now? And what's after Gen Z? Who's the committee that decides the naming conventions of the generations? I don't know. How we doing? Slow. We're going kind of slow. I don't really mean to go slow, but that's okay. The visuals of this, the nano spear, are just so cool. I really do. It's such a good animation. Oh, it's so juicy. I missed, but man, it was a pleasure to watch. I think that's an important part of it too. That's you know, it's really good. I just like watching it. I could watch it all day. It gets all spinny at the end. Summoned imps. Hey, come over here, summoned imps. Everybody gather around the campfire and I'll sing this campfire song. Money for nothing. Good stuff. Very good stuff. Crowbar is excellent. Traded some of my barrier for money. Crit glass is wonderful. I love it. And I'm feeling very strong, honestly. The barrier is very good. Our AoE, honestly, isn't terrible. I have an equipment that I like. Warhorn isn't really, I don't know, attack speed. If you just remove the charges of Artificer's alternate M1, I might actually, and then added attack speed scaling, I might actually like that one much better, exclusively because of the attack speed scaling, and just change nothing else. I think it would be maybe balanced. You could also make the proc coefficient better if you wanted, but I think then you're in danger of just making an Artificer's M1 into Commando, and then I guess if the design process for Artificers, like, well, we want her to feel like your cycling skills in a in a MOBA or an MMO or something. And then they don't want you to rely on your left click as the damage, and then I can start to see where they're kind of shying away from making it scale with attack speed. Now, I don't know this. This is just what I'm guessing. I think the last time I talked to Hopo was like a while ago. I don't know, on Twitter a couple days ago, but that doesn't count. And I haven't really picked his brain about, or any of their brains, to be honest, about any design elements. So, really, most of my information is coming from guesswork, just based off of what they've done in the past, and also, I guess, their Discord posts, infrequent Discord posts. Mostly, you'll see, like, Gore posting in the Discord. No... I don't know, I'm trying to think of a witty thing that Gore always posts. Usually they just don't respond to the shit that gets asked all the time. I don't even know. I can't think of an example. There's some good examples of, like, things that people say all the time about Risk of Rain. I can't, the best one I can come up with off the top of my head, because I had not prepared for this. If a given time to prepare, I could produce a list, but the only thing I can think of right now is like, oh, why aren't there should be the ability to save the game. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no! No! Oh. I honestly... Well, I mean, now we need a new equipment, right? That really puts a damper on the whole cogent build thing, but, you know, I really wouldn't have it any other way. I love Shrines of Order. I really do. I think that... I don't know, I have nothing, really. It's, you know... It's a shorter cooldown. It's really not as good. To be honest, I'm taking it back. It's really not as good at all, because we can already fly, so... Fuck. Was there another equipment barrel up here? I thought there was another equipment barrel somewhere. I thought it was, like, over here. Maybe it was in that cave behind me. I got good news and I got bad news. The good news is... I'm gonna die. The bad news is... I don't have anything. The good news is... I can one-shot every enemy except the boss. The bad news is... I can't... I'm gonna die. It's sweet. Don't get me wrong. I would like this. It's not healing, but... Yeah, that's okay. We can do one of these. Check this out. Boom! They're all dead, dude. What a farce this is. Honestly, let his shields regen. You got it, buddy. Okay. I need to leave. We need to... He's not dead. No, you can't. That's cheating. I don't have a backup plan, really. I'm racking my brain. I thought there was another equipment. It's fine. We'll blow up the boss with the Prion. That's clear. That much is clear. Unfortunately, I think we have to sit inside of the boss, because I think the arcs from the Prion ball will, like lightning, which is also one of the coolest effects that they've made. It will, cause us to... Is there equipment over here? Oh, drop below the threshold for crowbar. So when we do press crowbar... Sorry, when we do press... Oh no, why did I do it? I need to have my area clear here. There's so many fucking wisps. It's just constant. There's more. Don't even, mister. Okay, let me not die, please. He didn't die. It's bad. It's bad. It's very bad. I'm dead. Well, that was Risk-a-Rain. You know what? I did it. That's fine. I ordered myself to death. It happens. It was interesting. I will play more Artificer in the future. I'm gonna stop here. It's a short video. It happens. You know? We stretched it out to almost 30 minutes. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take it easy. Bye-bye. Remember to tell me what character you want me to play next. Give me your hot takes. Okay, bye.